Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here with Life as a Shonen. If you are enjoying the content in our channel, don't forget to like our videos and go ahead and subscribe. And with that, we bring to you issue number 2 in our weekly Thanos feature leading up to Infinity War. Hey guys, it's Mr. Abyss here, and I want to go ahead and start this video off with an apology. I should have let the channel know. My aunt went in for knee replacement surgery, so she's all right and everything. It just takes a long recovery, so I've had to help them out quite a bit, helping them run their business, as well as being caretaker for my mom. But schedule's back on normal now. In fact, I'm going to spend today knocking out about 4 different videos. So we're going to have this issue of Thanos, which was supposed to be out last week, as well as the next issue of Thanos, which is coming out this week. And I'll also be doing my second issue of Super Sons as well, and I expect One Piece to be coming out tomorrow night. But like I said, sorry, next time I'll make a video letting y'all know. We don't have that many subscribers yet, but I do like to let the people that are here know. Y'all were the first ones. Y'all are very important to me. We open up the issue with an introduction to a planet named Nulla. Nulla is located in the Syntron system and is a world that has never known war. Nulla is covered in strange and exotic vegetation that carries a reputation throughout the galaxy as having a myriad of healing properties. Species from across the universe would hear of Nulla and find their way to it for the amazing medicines that are grown from Nulla soil. The sentient species that resides on Nulla are aptly named the Nullans. Theirs is a world untouched by technology, pollution, and industry. A world untainted and at harmony with itself. The center of all the healing knowledge they have gathered and passed down through all the generations is located in their village and has been for thousands of years. When the elders begin to grow old and too weak to be able to properly care for this knowledge, the young nurse them into the next life, then take their place in this seemingly endless cycle. That is, until Thanos arrived. The entire time this monologue has been going on, we've been shown the beautiful landscape of Nulla. We slowly zoom into their village, and at first, I thought they may have been having bonfires in the village to light up the night. It's slowly revealed to us, however, that this may not be the case, as we are shown a severed, bloodied arm laying on the ground in the village. We are then shown what looks to be one of their young fleeing from the burning village with a terrified look on its face. We are shown a multitude of corpses as we are slowly led to the inner sanctum of their village. Inside of this place stands the mad titan Thanos, holding up a Nullan in front of himself, and the ground is covered in bodies. We are shown a look of displeasure from Thanos before he crushes the Nullan's head. Obviously, Thanos came to this planet in search of some sort of cure to whatever illness is capable of killing a god, and was none too pleased when he found out there was nothing the Nullans could do to assist him. I really enjoyed these first few pages because you knew that the moment Nulla was labeled as a peaceful planet in harmony, that this could not end well in the Thanos solo series. We open the next page with a transport vessel making its way through space, trying to accomplish a task that was given to them by the Collector. We are interrupted by the arrival of an unknown vessel that they determine is a pirate ship here to steal whatever item they are transporting. After opening fire on the pirate ship, it is revealed to us that the one piloting the ship is none other than Nebula. I'll go ahead and assume most of you at least know a little bit about Nebula from the Guardians of the Galaxy films, but instead of being the daughter of Thanos, she's been claiming to be his granddaughter. She's not actually related to Thanos. Nebula fires a grappling hook of sorts towards the ship and begins her invasion. She blasts a hole in the hull and enters the ship only to come across the pilot and co-pilot of the ship trying to defend the cargo from her. She eventually subdues her opponents and informs them that if she can make it away with this cargo safely, she can charge the Collector double what he was paying the 2 crewmates to do it for. Before she is able to make a clean escape, though, she runs headfirst into Star Fox. And you can see the champion standing in the doorway of their ship, awaiting the return of Star Fox. It would seem that their goal is not to retrieve the ship's cargo, but to bring Nebula to the planet Titan, most likely to speak with Thane. We rejoin Thanos, who is descending in a ship towards the moon of Gilgrath, which is a part of the Shi'ar Empire. Gilgrath has come to be known as the most cutting-edge scientific research facility in the universe, and is home to many scientists gathered from around the galaxy. Much like Nulla, you would normally never see Thanos come to a place like this, but desperate times call for desperate measures. As Thanos makes his way to the front door, one of the guards tries to tell him that he is not allowed. But I think we all know But I think we all know how that ended for the Guard. As Thanos enters the center of the science outpost, we find that one of the men on the inside is actually the father of Thanos, and he is none too pleased to see Thanos and shows this displeasure by spitting on the Mad Titan. This moment is one of the many reasons I've grown to love Thanos. Your typical villain would grow angry with rage, from being spit on and likely kill whoever disrespected him in that way. But Thanos, on the other hand, almost seems as if he's pleased or amused by the fact that the man had enough balls to spit on the Mad Titan. Thanos goes on to explain that he's impressed with the scientific work that has been done here, and that he was once going to be a scientist much like his father, but instead chose the path of a monster. He acknowledges that his father is superior in science and has come seeking his facility's help in curing his disease. Even at this moment, he can feel the sickness spreading and weakening him from within. Without any hesitation, his father outright refuses the request, on the grounds that Thanos murdered his wife, the mother of Thanos. But Thanos never comes without a plan B or a plan C, D, and usually E as well. He informs his father that as they speak, the people inhabiting the moon are trying to flee for their lives before the terror of Thanos. They should also at this time be realizing that all of the escape ships have been disabled and there is no hope from fleeing their fate. Thanos presents him with a simple question. Will you help me? Or shall I leave you alive with the corpses of every scientist that inhabits this moon? Damn, I love Thanos. With that, we return to the Moon Titan, which, like many other celestial bodies, has been laid to waste by Thanos. And the banter we get between Nebula and Star Fox is pretty entertaining. Nebula is very standoffish as a character, she's very rude, which is extremely unattractive to Eros. Eventually we arrive to the spot the champion has been leading them to, and as we expected, Thane greets them and lets them know this meeting had been arranged to discuss a topic they would all love to hear about. He explains to them, much to the amusement of Eros, that their task is to take down Thanos. The champion lets the newcomers know that Thanos is not the unstoppable god that everyone has come to know him as, that he is now vulnerable, and that he is in fact dying. And on a side note, we also find out that I think the champion's name is Trico. Didn't know that. Thane goes on to confirm this information, and lets them know that the reason he has chosen this small group of people, essentially a strike force, instead of gathering up giant armies, is that the more people that are added to, the larger the chance for failure becomes. Thane has gathered these peoples as his members because they all hold a grudge or connection to Thanos and would be highly motivated in taking him down. The champion's deeper reasoning behind going is not yet revealed, but he expresses that taking down Thanos would indeed make him a champion, and that in itself is enough. Essentially, what Thane is presenting them with is the chance to recapture old glories. Before they join forces, though, Eros asks Thane how exactly they're going to strike at him, and he is informed that they will need to steal something from Terrax the Terrible before they ever get to any of that. We return to Gilgrath and join Thanos' father as he is studying the cells of Thanos to determine exactly what's going on with the Mad Titan. He informs him that his body is essentially devouring itself at a molecular level, sort of like a god cancer. Thanos asks him how long, to which his father informs him that weeks would be a generous prognosis at this point. Things are looking very bad for Thanos. But Thanos lashes out, enraged, as he was not asking him how long he had to live, but for how long it would take him to craft a cure. But this is no common illness that Thanos has. It would take years of research on the biology of the deviants to even begin to crack the disease that ails him. He informs Thanos that it is his fate to die, that there is nothing that Thanos can do. But as we know, Thanos does not accept no. He grabs his father by the throat, picks him up to look him in the face before he ends his life. His father tells him that he often used to wish that Thanos would have died at birth to avoid all the death that would follow him during his life. But eventually this feeling was replaced with the desire to have smothered Thanos as a baby himself. That he is truly pleased that Thanos is dying and only wishes that he could be there to watch the final moments himself. Thanos looks at him for a moment and tells him that for the first time in his pathetic life, he actually sounds like the father of Thanos. And with that, he punches a hole through the father's torso, effectively ending his life, as Thanos has reached yet another dead end. As Thanos is leaving the compound, he notices the body of 3 soldiers on the ground and realizes that he is being ambushed. This outpost is a part of the Shi'ar Empire and their top fighting forces, who are nothing to be laughed at, especially the Gladiator, who is essentially Superman but in Marvel, and they do not take lightly to Thanos invading their territory. But with that, we come to the end of issue 2, and I can't wait to see how Thanos, in his current state, handles himself against the elite fighting forces of the Shi'ar Empire, and I bet you can't either. Bye-bye.